Hello, this is Aunt Mao, Pastor Mao, whoever you want to call me. I am here, and today I'm going to record a video of how I made my coupon. And as I jokingly said at my brother's, who is Uncle B to many of you, at his funeral, I jokingly said that he told me that my coupon is the best one that he has ever had. And I'm still holding to that. But anyway, joking aside, I'm here because a few of you has asked me to give you my recipe for my coupon, which is a curry noodles, a very popular one. And so today I'm going to show you how I make my version of the noodles. All the ingredients are your normal ingredients, like everyone else has in their noodles. I think the different might be in the methods and how you season to your taste. And so I'm going to show you in a little bit the ingredients that I'm going to be putting in the soup, okay? In a little bit I'm going to show you that, and then I'm gonna come back and then show you actually on the pot how I make them and how I season them, okay? So I'm going to show you now the ingredients, okay? All right, so these are the ingredients that I will be using in my broth, and I will come back and tell you what they are. But just so you know, these are all the ingredients. And then going over here, these are the condiments or the veggies that you could add into your soup once it's ready. And then here is the noodles that will be the main part of the broth. And so these are what you are looking at the dish that we are going to put together. But first, let's look at the ingredients. So what we have here is, first, this is red curry paste. Now this is very hot, so if you like hot and spicy broth, you can add this in there. But if you don't like it, you don't want it to be hot, then you can leave this out. You could use the curry paste from this plastic container. This one is not hot. What I usually like to do is I usually like to mix these if I want it hot, okay? But like I said, if you don't want hot, you could just use this. And then I also have these bamboo shoots in oil. This, if you want extra bamboo shoots, you could add that. If you don't, you don't have to use that. And then I also have coconut milk. I have coral eggs. Oops, coral eggs here. You know, it comes in many brands, and you know, you can choose any of them, as well as coconut milk. There are many brands out there. I like to choose ones that is used for you know, for curry, because there are some that that use for desserts. I have not really tried to use them. I have always used the ones that are made for use with curry soup, okay? And then salt, and then fish sauce. Then I also use mushroom seasonings. Instead of using MSG, I like to use mushroom seasoning. And then if you like extra garlicky or extra onions in the soup, you can add this into the broth. And I will show you how to do that, you know, when I make the broth, when I'm making the broth. And then here are bamboo shoots that has already sliced up. And what I use for the broth is lemongrass, galanga. Okay, this is galanga. And then also this is kaffir lime. I'm sorry, kaffir lime leaves. Okay, and if you like, you can also add meatballs. You can use pork, chicken, or beef, whatever you like. And then for the broth today, now you can use pork or beef to make this dish, but for today I'm going to use chicken. Okay, I think chicken is pretty popular in my house. And what I did is I boil or I cook this chicken in the broth, in this broth. And this broth, you know, as you see, I have lemongrass, kaffir lime leaves, and then also galanga in there. And then I strain this out, and then I just use the broth for the soup. Okay, and then once you're done with the soup, you're going to dress your noodle bowl with these vegetables and herbs. So what I have here is cilantro. You got mint. I like this is shredded cabbage. This is shredded banana blossom. Okay, and this is bean sprouts. If you guys like to see how I shred the banana blossom and also the cabbage, you know, let me know, comment in below the video, and I can show you how I make those, how I shred those up. Okay, and then here is also the noodles that has already been cooked, and we will use that in the broth as well. Okay, so in a little bit then I'm going to show you how to make the broth. Okay, to make the broth, you're gonna need a pot, of course, and depending on how much broth you're making, you know, you can choose the pot accordingly. For today, I'm going to make probably half of the broth on this pot. And the recipe I'm making today, I'm going to be using 2 coconut milk, and this is the 13.5 ounce, 13.5 fluid ounce coconut milk. I usually use a 1 can of coconut milk if it's a bigger can, but because today I have the smaller can, I am using 2 because I like it. I like a lot of coconuts in this dish, but of course, once it's done cooking, you won't really taste the coconut milk because of the way I cook them. So to the coconut milk, I'm going to add the hot curry paste. And here I'm doing the stove is on high because I want to cook the coconut milk as soon as possible, and keep stirring so that it doesn't get burnt. Okay, and now I'm going to add the other curry paste that is in the plastic container. And because I am making a big pot, I am going to use the whole, I'm going to use all of it. Oops, don't do that. But it is okay because it is only plastic, and you're going to cook the curry paste very well in here. And because I like a lot of curry paste and I like mine to be very spicy, I am using a lot of curry paste. Okay, and for those of you who have homemade curry paste, or if you have homemade just pepper and garlic with oil that you could get from the store. You could use, you can use those too if you like. For today, I just chose not to use that because that would be too many ingredients or too much ingredients for you. This is really simple for, you college students who are at college and you don't have access to a lot of ingredients. This is a very, very easy and simple recipe for you. And as a matter of fact, a lot of time I don't even go through the process of boiling my chicken for the broth. When I don't have a lot of time and I don't want to fuss, what I usually do is I just get, I could, if you like pork, you could get ground pork, or you could get ground chicken, and then just get some chicken broth from the store, and you could just, simplify the process if you like, and it would still turn out to be the same. Okay, but if you were to choose, to use like ground pork or ground chicken, then what you would do is you're going to cook the chicken, or you're going to stir fry or cook the meat in the pot first, and then once the meat is cooked, then you can add the ingredient just like how I am doing right now. Okay, and you're going to cook this. You're going to cook this until the coconut milk is completely cooked. Okay, and so right now I am going to add the chicken, and then I will come back and show you when it is done, and you can add the rest of the ingredients. So this is the chicken that I have deboned and then shredded, and I just kind of chopped it to little pieces like this. It doesn't have to be really mashed up, if you wouldn't want to say. I know that some people like to put the chicken in a I can't remember what you call it, but they like to pound the chicken until it is really mashed, and you don't have to do that. I just shred them, and then I just chop them loosely, and then this is what they look like, and I just put them in the pot. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to keep stirring and cooking the curry and the chicken until I feel that it is done. And so I will come back when this is ready, and then and to show you what other ingredients you can add in there. Okay. And so now the coconut milk and the curry paste with the chicken. I've been cooking this in medium heat and stirring constantly for probably like 10 minutes. And this is the consistency that you want to see, where the coconut milk is totally dried up like this. And depending on the amount and perhaps the type of coconut milk that you use, sometimes you will start to see the coconut milk start to settle on this sauce. I don't see any coconut milk settling. I think it's the type of coconut milk that I'm using, but when it is all dried up like this consistency, then it is ready. So now to this, I'm going to add the bamboo shoots. Okay, I'm going to add the bamboo shoots that I have cut up. Stir this in here. I'm also going to add the meatballs. Okay, this is the meatballs. This is beef and chicken. I'm sorry, beef and pork meatballs go in here. Stir that, and then I'm going to add the jar of the chili bamboo shoots and soybean oil. And again, this is optional, but I like the taste, and I like a little bit. I just like the taste of these bamboo shoots and with the oil in there. I think it gives a unique flavor to the kabong. So that is what I have in here. And then I'm going to turn up the heat to high. Okay. And to this, if you like extra garlic, you can add a serving spoon. This is a tablespoon. A serving spoon, 1 full serving spoon of garlic, or 2 if you like. It just depends on how garlicky you want it to taste. And then maybe 2 serving spoon of the dry onions, fried onions. Okay, do that. And then I'm going to add, this is the mushroom seasonings. Now when you go and buy mushroom seasoning, there are many brands out there. I'm going to add 2 full serving size. There are many brands out there, so what you want to look for is one that has only the mushroom seasoning extract, only the mushroom extract, and very minimum ingredients. There are some that has MSG in there, and you don't want to buy a mushroom seasoning that has MSG in there, because that would defeat the purpose of using mushroom seasoning. Okay, so you're gonna keep stirring this. And then you're gonna add in your broth. And the broth here, when I cook the chicken in this broth, I already put it's already salted. Okay, so the broth is already salty. I'm gonna add the broth in here. And now I'm probably gonna add maybe some more water to make more broth, okay? Because I think I have a little bit more ingredients in here. Okay, so now I have enough broth in here that I like. And to this broth now, to this pot, I'm going to add the quail eggs. Okay, so now you can do the quail eggs. And as you can see here, for the quail eggs, I already I drain out the broth or the water that comes with the can. And I rinsed it. I rinsed it really well before I put it in the pot, okay? And then there was another ingredient that I forgot to mention earlier when I was showing you the ingredients, and that is palm sugar. If you don't have palm sugar, you can always, you can use sugar, but I just like palm sugar. I'm just trying to stay away from processed sugar. And so I usually add one piece of these palm sugar. Now I know that sometimes you may have a hard time finding this brand where it comes in already like these pieces of palm sugar, which is, for me, is very convenient. But if you cannot find them, you can just always, cut them up into maybe, I don't know, depending on how sweet you like your broth. But for me, the sugar gives it a umami taste, and it's kind of like, it kind of blend the salty and the salty and the spice and the spiciness together. So that's why I like to put the palm sugar in there. But of course, if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. Okay. And then now I'm just gonna let it cook. I'm just going to let it cook until it boils, bring it into boils, and then I'm going to taste to see if I have enough seasoning there. I may not have enough salt. I will probably add the fish sauce at the very end. Okay, so now I'm just gonna let it cook. Okay, and then I will come back when it is done. Okay, now the broth is boiling. It's been boiling for maybe like 3-4 minutes now, and it should be ready. Okay, the broth should be ready. I'm going to taste for the last time to see if it needs anything else. It is very good already, but I'm going to add a little bit fish sauce. Okay, just a little bit. Keep in mind that the mushroom seasoning is already salty, and then I also salted the broth when I cook the chicken, so it is already salty. I mean, it's got enough salt in there, but because I like a little bit of that fish sauce saltiness in the broth, I added a little bit of that, and it should be ready. It should be ready now. Okay. Yeah, it is perfect. It is really good. I wish you could. I wish you could come by and have a bowl of Khaub or noodle with me today. But now it is ready, and so I'm going to turn off the heat, and then I'm going to show you how you can dress it. For those of you who want to see how I dress or I dress this dish, I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera a little bit. Okay, see my bowl and my noodles. And so what you would do is you're going to put your noodles in the bowl. Maybe not quite that much because this is a smaller bowl. Okay. And then I'm going to put some banana blossom, some cabbage, and bean sprout. Okay, I'm gonna ladle a spoonful of the broth. And you can get meat. You can get the meatball, you can get the quail eggs, you know, whatever you like, you can put it on there. Okay. And I'm gonna put mint. You know, I cannot eat this dish without mint. So I love mint, especially on this dish. So I'm going to put some mint in here. I'm going to put some cilantro. And you can just tear it up like this and put on there. You don't have to chop it or anything. And now I'm going to mix it. And I'll show you what it looks like after I mix it. And if you like, you know, if you are someone who loves spicy, and if this is not spicy enough for you, you can add dry hot chili, dry, you know, those which I have chili, the pepper flakes. You can add that on there, and it is really, really good. I know that some people like to put lemon on there. If you want a little bit sour in there, you can add lemon. Or if you like nutty, I know sometimes if I have it, I add crushed roasted peanut on here too. It tastes really good, but I don't have that today, so this is what I'm going to just resort to. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Here I am, and so this is yeah, so this is the dish right here. Can you see it right here? And I'm going to eat it. It is really good. It is really good. It is really good and spicy and hot. So this is my Khaub recipe. I know I don't have measurement for you. I don't cook with measurement, but I believe that there's no wrong way of making this dish. You can, make it your own, put ingredients in it that you like, and you can adjust the taste to your liking, and you cannot go wrong with this dish. Okay, if you have any question, you can comment on below, and I can try to explain it to you. If not, then enjoy, and I hope that you will enjoy the dish, and we will continue the legacy of Khaub. This is one of the I believe it is a very famous dish in our culture, in the Southeast Asian culture, and we just love this dish because it just reminds me or reminds us of our mom and the time that we spent together, because a lot of time when we come together, this and pho is the two dishes that we cook the most, and we eat it as a family. So enjoy, and like I said, if you have any question, please message me or comment below. Okay, thank you.